Have you ever wanted to be the Don of a major crime family? Have you ever wanted to be this guy? Doesn't this guy look pretty awesome? Well, Mafia de Cuba, while a fantastic game, is not great for simulating your Godfather fantasies. Mafia de Cuba is a bluffing and investigation game for 6 to 12 players. Each game is going to take about 10 to 20 minutes as the Godfather investigates who stole his diamonds, his or her diamonds. I think that might be a Godfather too. I don't know. So let's open up the box. I've set it up as an 8-player game right now, so let's check it out and see what's going on. So the box is actually thematically accurate here, kind of like a cigar case, and this is where the Godfather's stash is. So players during the course of the game will be taking things out of his stash and trying to fool the Godfather in some cases, in other cases attempting to make sure the Godfather succeeds. So there are a number of roles in here, and just so you know, on the inside of this box, which people will be opening and closing, there's actually a great reference guide as to what some of these various roles do, just in case you might forget this video. So let's look in here. So you can see a number of diamonds. There are 15 diamonds and the nice little pieces here. And there are a few roles in the box. So here we have a loyal henchman. Now the loyal henchman's goal is to make sure that the Godfather wins. So that's ultimately getting his diamonds back. We have the driver. The driver character wins when the player to their right wins. So that means that the driver needs to kind of get an idea for who that player on their right is and try to help them as much as possible succeed in winning the game. And over here we have the FBI agent. The FBI agent wins if the Godfather accuses him or her of stealing the diamonds. If the Godfather accuses them, then they automatically win the game, and they're the only ones that win the game unless the driver is by their side and wins in that way. So as I said, this is an 8-player setup here. So the first phase of the game is the diamond theft phase. So the diamond theft phase involves the Godfather taking this box somewhere else and removing a number of diamonds from it. Now, at the beginning of the game, they can remove between 1 and 5 diamonds from the box. So in this case, let's say I'm removing 3 diamonds here. So the Godfather is going to be the only one who knows how many diamonds they removed from the box. After that happens, the next player comes over to the box and secretly removes items from the box. The first player has the option, additionally, of taking one of these felt bags here and removing one of the roles from the game permanently. So let's remove, let's say, one of these henchman roles. Now they're going to be the only one that knows that this role has been completely removed from the game. So they're going to seal the bag there and pop that in their pocket. So then, once they've done that, and that's optional, so you can choose to not remove a role from the box if you so desire, then you're choosing a role or a set amount of diamonds, whether you want to become one of these roles or one of the thieves. Thieves win if they have the most diamonds at the end of the game and the Godfather doesn't win the game. So the Godfather is going to be attempting to recover their diamonds, but if the thief gets away, if multiple thieves get away, then the one with the highest amount of diamonds wins the day. So let's say player number 1 comes down and wants to play the thief role. So they're going to take 4 diamonds there. Player number 2 comes down, they decide they want to do the driver role, they remove that from the box and slip that in their pocket. Player 3 wants to do the FBI agent, so removes that role from the box. Another player comes down and removes 3 diamonds from the box. Another one comes down with the henchman, another one comes down with the henchman, and another person comes and takes the last 5 diamonds from the box. So now the box is empty. So any players that come down and see an empty box have to become street urchins. Now a street urchin wins the day when a thief wins the match. So if any thief is able to get away with the diamonds, then the street urchin is going to win. The last player to come down to the box, so the last player usually in a clockwise fashion, let's say they came down and found a box that looked like this with just one loyal henchman in it. They have the option to take the loyal henchman as per usual, take any diamonds that might exist. Currently there are no diamonds in there. Or they can choose to not take anything from the box and become a street urchin. They are the only player that has that option if there's still something in the box. So, and again, street urchins win when the thieves win. So once that's completed, the investigation phase of the game begins. Now, in the investigation phase, the Godfather is going to be looking for their diamonds. So the Godfather is going to go to the box and see what is left in here. So right now there'd be one loyal henchman, for example. So they know that no one is a loyal henchman. There were 3 to begin with. None of one is at least this loyal henchman. So there's only 2 loyal henchmen out there. They're going to take the box and they're going to come upstairs and they're going to start asking questions of the players. Pretty much asking, how many diamonds were in the box when you viewed it? What rolls were in the box when you viewed it? Trying to suss out as much as possible what the state of the box is and who is a liar and who is not. If they believe that someone is lying and they believe that someone is one of the diamond thieves, then they can shout at the thief, "Empty your pockets." That player then must empty their pockets and reveal what they were, if they had a roll or if they had diamonds. So if the player stole diamonds and thus was a thief, the diamonds are placed in front of the Godfather. So let's say a player took 2 diamonds. They would give the diamonds back to the Godfather, and the thief would then be eliminated, and therefore could no longer talk during the match. The Godfather then continues forward. If the player hasn't stolen any diamonds, let's say the player was a loyal henchman, the Godfather made a mistake. So as an apology to that player, they must give them one of the jokers. Now, the game specifies, depending on the amount of players you have, how many jokers the Godfather gets to have. In an 8-player game, for example, the Godfather would have 1 joker. So the Godfather gets 1 mistake in an 8-player game. So the Godfather would give them this nice bottle of bourbon as an apology to the loyal henchmen and ask them to continue their service. So if the Godfather has no more jokers to give and makes an incorrect guess, tells a loyal henchman that they stole diamonds, then the Godfather loses and the thieves win. If the accused player is the FBI agent, then the investigation ends and the agent is the only player that wins the game aside from the driver if the driver was to the right of the agent. The agent cannot be bribed, so jokers do not work on the agent. If the Godfather guesses the agent, then the game is over and this agent wins. So how does the game end? So play continues. The Godfather continues to guess until either the Godfather is eliminated or all the diamonds are back in the box. So if the Godfather recovers all the diamonds, then the Godfather wins, as well as anybody with the loyal henchman token. If the Godfather accuses an FBI or CIA agent, that agent wins alone. If the Godfather is eliminated, so if the Godfather makes too many mistakes, pretty much that's the way that the Godfather would be eliminated, the thieves still in play get to reveal their take. The thief who has stolen the most diamonds over the course of the game wins the match. The street urchins, anybody who wasn't able to steal anything or chose not to steal anything, if you were the last player, then they win as well. And then the driver wins if the player to their right won the match, regardless of the role that was going on. They just assisted. And with that, the play ends. The winner chooses a new person to be the Godfather, and thus play restarts. So, in a nutshell, That is Mafia de Cuba. It's a ton of fun to play, especially if you're familiar with other kind of secretive games. It's not quite the same as, let's say, Resistance, but it is a ton of fun. So, again, my name is Stephen Weaver. Thanks for joining me today with this brief tutorial. I hope you have a great time being the Don, and have a fantastic day.